Welcome to this romantic Valentines Special of the Straight Edge Game Room. Today we're going to be looking at BS Koiha Balance Battle of Lovers. It's a Japanese game that never came here to the States. Let's get into it. BS Koiha Battle of Lovers, we'll just call it Battle of Lovers for short, is a Super Famicom release, but I believe it was played using the Satellaview peripheral, which is like a satellite service for the Super Famicom in Japan. Now, I'm not 100% sure on the history of this game. Straight Edge Game Room is not really about the history of video games. It's more about, here's the game, this is what it's like, and this is what I think of it. If you want more deep history on video games, go to the Gaming Historian. So if I got anything wrong in my past videos, or in this one, you guys can rip me apart in the comments. Just don't say any cuss words. How many times do I gotta remind you, this is a family show. Whatever the case, I could not find a physical copy of this game, official or bootleg. Not on eBay, Amazon, or anywhere. So I had no choice but to go emulation. Now, I'm aware that there's an English language patch for this game, but I could not get it to work on any emulator, and very few emulators worked on this laptop. So, long story short, I just made do with whatever worked. Oh, is it my turn? Battle of Lovers is a dating simulator that goes by a game board style gameplay similar to Mystery Date. However, since this is in Japanese, I just wing it and play to the best of my ability. In some cases, I pulled out my phone and used Google Translate to get a better idea of what I'm doing in this game, but most of the time I'm just guessing and playing as I go. This game is up to 4 players, but there was no one around to play with me, so the other 3 players were filled in by the computer, and it was kind of a drag to wait for the computer to finish its 3 turns. This I do know for sure. To win this game, you have to finish with the most kisses, so you're competing with other players and trying to date as many girls as you can. Some girls are worth more kisses than others, but the more girls you date, the more kisses you'll get. Not every girl on the board is someone you want to date. One of them is a trap. And the first one I get to is, oh no! No! If you get her, you have to trade her off to someone else or take her to the place she wants to go on a date and get rid of her as fast as you can because she slows you down from getting the most kisses. Other girls are worth a various amount of kisses, she's worth 0. But hey, if you want to kiss that, to each their own. Thankfully, I wasn't far away from where she wanted to go, so I was able to finish this date promptly and keep moving. But be careful, she'll be back, disguised as one of the other girls. As players make it to their dating destinations, other girls will appear on the board, and you gotta compete to get them as well. You continue moving spaces throughout the board. I believe if you land on the letter I, that's item, and if you land on the letter P, that's present. I really don't know that for sure, and I don't care. When you land on a girl, it shows you where she wants to go on a date, so you gotta take her to that location without losing her, and there's various ways you can lose her, more on that later. Each of these girls have their own quirks that make the game a little more challenging, and boy are they fickle. This poor guy right here landed on the ugly girl as well, and she'll make your experience a lot harder because sometimes she'll drag you all over the board if she doesn't break your ribs. If you and your date come across another player who is dateless, you will compete with that other player for the affection of your girl, and it's shown here on the balance. And love won't do it alone, these girls are vain. If you have the most valuable presence on that balance, that's who she's gonna go to. Finally, I was able to get one of the pretty girls to a dating destination. I pulled out Google Translate to see what that caption said, and it translated something to the effect of, "What do you think? That's fine." I don't get it. The stupid captions aren't important anyway. We're here for kisses. So I'm getting from this girl 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 kisses. Here is a balance battle that involves the ugly girl. Here, the objective is reversed. You're trying to get rid of her and pass her on to the other player. If that triggers anyone out there, hey, I didn't program this game. The ugly girl is not the only pain in the butt in this game. These pretty girls are also problematic.
What do you got, problems or something? What do you got, problems with your old lady? Ah, I thought so, huh? She's taking you across the cold, giving you a hard time. Well, I'll tell you something. I got the same problem myself, man. And I got one word of advice for you. I would...
Jump cut to another date that I successfully competed after I competed with other guys to keep her and competed with other guys to win her back. She's giving me 1, 2 kisses. It doesn't look like I'm going to win this game. This game is a lot of laps if you have other people to play with, and it takes about an hour or an hour and 15 minutes, depends on the players, but it is good for a chuckle. You'll be hard-pressed to find a physical copy of this game anywhere, and if they exist, I really don't know, but you can play it for free on emulation. After the last girl is finally taken to her dating destination, the game ends, and your kisses are tallied up at the end. I played this game several times years ago, and I've only won twice. Today was not my lucky day. If any of you know where I can find a physical copy of this, whether it's official or repro, leave it down in the comments. Well, that concludes this Valentine's Day special of the Straight Edge Game Room. If you enjoyed this video, please like, hit the subscribe button, share on social media, support me on Patreon, and have a nice Valentine's Day. Take care. Want some chocolate, Mr. Monkey? No?